Hi everybody. Right now it is just me. David's gonna be a little late, so I've decided I'm just gonna play one of my favorite board games on Switch until he gets here. I'd love to also show you how I play, and it's Clue. I'm obsessed with Clue on Switch. Clue. You should try Clue on Switch. It's so fun. So, without further ado, let's do this. Okay. Yeah. So Clue on the Switch, or maybe it's any console, but like it makes it so you have all of the information to help find more clues without actually being given those clues. So it just makes you very good at the game of Clue. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna first play with just AI, just because it'll be quicker when you play it with like other real life people. Sometimes their internet is very slow and it takes them forever to finish. Let's do something fun. Let's do Vampire Castle. And I'm just gonna be my classic favorite. It's not classic. Tropical Mystery Colonel Mustard. You know, this is who I envision myself to be someday. If I'm not already, not really. I don't have the hair. Maybe someday. Anyways, I really like the outfit. It's fun. It's like young, youthful Colonel Mustard. Alright, and look at all these fun other people. And they're all hard. I'm so funny. But nobody's watching right now anyways, which is fine. I'm just gonna live my life and enjoy playing Clue until David's here. Yeah. If anybody's joining today, say hi. I'd love to know if you're watching me play Clue. But I'll explain how I am not the murderer. Yeah, I'll just see how like well you'll get it as you watch it if you decide to watch this. Yeah. We'll get on to Phoenix Wright once David gets here. Yeah. See, how it X's, that means everybody has said that they can't disprove it. Then I like to put the same number for all of those, because later, if those get X's, then I know that which card they showed. Yeah. It's a really sneaky way to get more clues from Clue. Or Cluedo. I think that's like English, UK. There is. This person showed either torch or graveyard. I almost like not it coming to my turn. Like I almost don't like making a suggestion, because then I feel like I'm giving other people clues, like they're giving me clues right now. Wow, people really think it's Colonel Mustard. Damn it, I'm gonna have to show him my card. I hate showing my cards. It means I didn't get any information. And I just want all the information. Also, Clue on video games, like I don't know if this is just Switch version. Oh my god, Mustard! This AI is like Mustard. Must guest Mustard. Anyways, I really love the tunes of the this game on this device for this version of Clue for video game, like for a console. Amazing, so fun, spooky. Okay, where should I go? Is the lab? I almost across the lab. I always like to play in places where I know I'm gonna have easy travel next time. So yeah, let's do the kitchen, because if all else fails, I can get to the bedroom next round. Let's guess Peacock and Potion. Why not? Two extremes, first and last. Ooh, she's got the potion. Yeah. Crypt. Oh, I have the crypt. Right? Yes, I do. What's gonna happen? Oh, that means this person, Orchid, has the stake because they already said they didn't have Scarlet once, and I have the Crypt. Amazing. See, this is what I mean. It like makes it so you can remember more information. Like, I remember playing this growing up, and we'd only use one column per game, but I guess you're really supposed to use all the columns for, like, per rival character. Oh. Gotta put that number in. Also, what I love about playing with 6 people is once I know all of somebody's clues, I can automatically put X's in the rest of the clues on their column because I know they automatically don't have those ones. She just showed her the potion. I mean, maybe she has Peacocker Library, but because I already have a checkmark on potion, there's no point in me putting down numbers. Ricky, is it her? Maybe she's born with it. Okay, well, I'm on the off chance that it's Orchid and Peach that she has, I'm just going to rate it a 2 on all these, because nothing is for certain. Certain? Nothing's for certain. When you make it such a number, we cannot stay the next turn. Quest move. Okay, thank you. I never got that information before. Well, banquet hall, bedroom. Let's do banquet hall. Nobody's guessed this one yet. And we'll do plum. I always like to guess the one where there's the least amount of stuff written on it. And let's do silver bullet. Lovely. Moving on. Why would you guess the same shit as me, except for the torch? Unless you have the silver bullet. No, but you wouldn't, because... I don't think. No, because you said you didn't have it. Yeah. Oh! Okay. So we know it's the torch now. 1, 2, and 1. Which means... Oh no, it means nothing. Because it either means she has Orchid and Silver Bullet, or... Oh. Well, yeah. It's still not for certain what she has there. Okay. Chances are she does have graveyard, or Plum has graveyard, not she. I thought we were over this. It's not me, guys. I don't do it. I'm innocent. I'm just a baby! I feel like I'm so much more unhinged without David around. No, stop it! Okay. Yeah. Even though they're hard level, like, AI, they're still kind of stupid. Like, if you guess all your cards in a place and nobody can disprove it, they all freak out and then go to that place and are like, oh my god, I have to figure this out. Even though they really don't know what they're doing. Okay, so for this person, I already know that they automatically don't have peacock, or amulet, throne room, library, bedroom. Yeah, because I already know one of their cards, and then I know the options for their other 2 cards. So that means they couldn't possibly have those other ones. Where shall I go? Let's just go back to the banquet hall. Yeah. Why not? And let's try peacock again. Peacock! And let's just do silver bullet again. Oh wait, fuck. No, I don't want to do that. Back. Not silver bullet, because we already know what the weapon is, and I may as well just pick torch all the time. Thank you for your patronage. Goodbye. Wait. That skank. Well, oh, that's right. That means automatically one of those is part of the actual plot. It's either Peach or Kitchen. Okay, well then it must be Peach bedroom and torch. Yeah. Those lucky AI bastards. Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna play with real human beings, even if it does get a little. Oh no, actually, David is just getting in here. I see him. I'm gonna open the door. Okay. You came in. You got here right at the right time. I just lost that clue.
You just lost? Okay, great. That's
yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We love to see it.
Because I was about to start another one. But now I don't have to do that. Because you're here.
Because I'm here.
He's here. I should have started tea or something. But I also didn't get home very long ago either.
It's okay. Are we live right now?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, cool. Do we have someone here?
I don't know.
Okay. Cool. I do kind of want to use the washroom, but...
Okay, yeah, relax. Go do your thing.
Yeah, I'm going to use the washroom, and I'll be back.
Maybe I'll just... No,
I'll get
Ace Attorney ready.
Yeah, you can also always put it on stream waiting, you know, if you wanted to.
Nah, this is more exciting.
I'll be quick.
Let them see our lives. Also, I really do need to look into a way to not hear myself, because God, it fucks with a person. No, but seriously, whenever I'm trying to hum along to the tune, I can hear it delayed back at me, and it really throws off my rhythm. Yeah. Anyways, we figured out... Oh, I'm gonna adjust this again. Let's... Okay. We are no longer playing Clue. We are playing Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. Yep. I know how to spell. Yep, I do. Great. Huzzah! Okay. Just gonna continue. Yes, load it. Okay, so last time we were having trouble, and so we did look it up, and it's because we didn't press her on her specific phrases in the right order. Like, I think I skipped 2 and then pressed, but it was like important to press like the one I did first after pressing a few other things. But that order of operations didn't happen. So, anyways, we haven't saved past 3 now. We just went back to where we were, which is here. With the dramatic music. Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like it's really noisy and loud, and maybe I want tea or something. I'm just a snacky boy. I just want food all the time. That's not true. Sometimes I'm not hungry. But I could snack most days. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had dinner. I didn't make dinner. It's because I was working. David was working. All we do is work. Work, 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 work. Yeah. Oh, if I do it at the right rhythm, then it's almost like I'm beatboxing with myself. That's kind of fun. Look at all these games. Anybody think any of these games are fun that we should like try? Any future observers of our stream once we actually gather a following as we create more content? Cause yeah. What else do I got? Oh, love this game. This game was really fun too. I wish we like started streaming earlier because that would have been a fun game to stream, but we beat it quite quickly. Dark Quest 3 is fun. For the King, I don't know if I understand that game. We tried it. Didn't really work out. Love all the Steven Universe games. They're a lot of fun. Oh, I want to get David to play Viviette. It's really creepy. It's a fun time though. Chris Tales, haven't beaten that one yet. I think I have more games, but I think I deleted them to save space. Yeah. Persona games are so much fun. Right now I'm close to the end of Persona 5. It's really good. Highly recommend. Like these 2 were a lot of fun, but like then you get to this one and you're like, oh, they figured it out. Yeah. Yeah. I should play more of the Sega Genesis games. Yeah. Doop, 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 doop. I feel like David takes forever in the bathroom every time. Every time. He's gonna watch this later and he's gonna hear me say that. I love you. Future David. Okay. Lost in Random. I think I bought this because it was on sale.
I hear you trying to shame me to our millions of fans.
Oh,
disgusting behavior.
I think this is connected.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it needs to be turned up again.
Hi, Daryl.
Oh, hello. Hello.
Nice to see you.
Have you been here long? Because I was playing Clue because David was gone, but now he's here, so we're actually playing. We're about to start playing the game where we left off last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. Can you click around just to make sure it's on? Yeah, I hear that. That's fine.
Great. Okay.
Alright. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. Oh wait, are you doing anything? Okay, you're pressing. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime.
Wait, Gerald's playing Clue on his phone? I love Clue!
That's incredible.
It's so fun. What a coinky dink. Yeah, everybody play Clue.
We should do a stream sometime where we do like some sort of like with the viewer stream, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like it should be a loyalty reward.
I think you could actually like have that code given out to other people and they could just play on their phone while they watch the stream.
Yeah. Because I feel like, Gerald, you've been such a good, loyal supporter. It'd be nice to have a stream where we actually play with you on something.
That'd be fun.
You know, even Jackbox, there's some stuff that we can do if we got Jackbox. Anyway.
Did you already say that?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes, I did. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that, sorry. Thank you. I'm in my theater blacks.
Yeah.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased and flawless.
Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr.
So then will we press her again on that?
Yeah.
This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend, you have several?
Yes, this boyfriend. Okay, hold on a second. Gerald's asking a question. Did you guys figure out how to pass this trial?
Yes.
We did, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Is it we have to go through every?
We had to press her in a specific order, and so basically, I think I pressed the third. The third thing that needed to be pressed is what I pressed first. So then I never tried pressing her again on that sentence again. So that was our problem.
But right now, this is dialogue we've heard before.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay.
Let's just keep going.
Okay. Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
Forgot about
The
that.
security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign.
Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime.
Are you gonna read it or no?
Well, I mean, I
Okay.
feel like we should just, we did this twice last time, so I'm kind of like, you said something, so you're saying a premonition of murder. It felt like, how would you say, oh yes, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means.
Speaking of the detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
Young cheese?
A pale, white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn.
Then I must be hard yellowed, and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind.
Etc. Maybe, okay. Maybe something. Maybe I messed something up. I don't know. Okay.
I'm not gonna read this anymore, because, like, we've done this.
Wait, what?
I'm just, you just keep doing your thing. Okay, here we go. We haven't read this. Okay. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
A photograph? You took this?
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap! I took a picture. In fact, One of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera! I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this is most certainly the defendant.
Crime photo added to the court record. Uh-oh, that is unmistakably Lana Skye, but she's not being very active in that moment. So, what was the defendant doing at the time? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay, so now we can press on this, on our new information, because we got this photograph. Should we just continue to press?
Well, I want to look at it. Because she said she caught her holding with the knife, but she's not holding the knife.
Yeah.
So should I just present this?
Well, in this round, have we already pressed her on this?
Okay, let's
Maybe press and then present, just to be safe. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Oh, maybe it's gone. Like, maybe she left it in his chest.
This is possible.
Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime.
You did see her raise the knife to strike, no?
The defense has a point.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late.
Too late.
Yes! The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon!
I see.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal to me.
What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty?
Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we?
For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calm. Don't smile like that!
She's telling you to press again.
I am just going to save.
Yes, good point. We will save here, because we've progressed a little.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I do think there's something in what you said about the moment where she's like, she thrust the tip, or she was holding the knife. In the photograph, she's not holding the knife in either hand. So, she's very neutral, which is really weird.
Yeah.
So, I think we could try presenting this on the thing that says she's holding a knife in the right hand. She's standing next to a garage car. She's holding the knife in her right hand.
Okay. I'm just gonna try it.
Yeah.
Objection! And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Guy stab the victim with the knife.
As I've already said, yes! I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
But, isn't that odd? Look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph!
This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Skye not holding a knife?
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
Stop flirting.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
I thought.
And how can you tell that?
Because the blood's already on her.
Blood splatter. But we had to get it to the site. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat. But it's a black and white photograph. Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. Nope, no problem, except you.
Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
You got a better idea?
What should I say?
Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved.
If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
Is it good if you don't understand it?
I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Skye was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Oh my goodness. But premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Ah! These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. All right, round two.
The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. We don't have them. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene,
She came to do murder!
it's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime.
Impressive! I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated.
It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it.
Said that before anything else.
Scientifically speaking, her testimony is flawless.
Sounds pretty fatal, etc., etc. What do we do? Her sister's good. Let's just keep pressing,
Okay,
etc., etc.
thank you.
Okay, so I
Let's
think it's just
save again.
yeah, good point. Crushing it.
Yeah, we're getting it.
Do we have those gloves in our
Okay,
court record?
what do we have?
No
How can we prove that's not premeditated? I mean, I guess. What is this?
There's nothing on the other side. Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car.
But maybe it's not premeditated because the car wasn't there long enough?
I think you only need like a minute of premeditation. He would have been caught up, etc., etc. It just goes to show you never would happen when you run a yellow light.
I just feel like maybe this might be the clue for that.
Okay,
Maybe
I'm open
it's
to
an
it.
option.
Died within an hour and a half, 1 knife wound. Victim's memo. Last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18.
The murder happened at 5:15, right?
Yeah, 5:15, and at 5:18 she made a call. So should we present the phone?
I'm gonna present the part instead.
Okay. The only thing I'm
Oops, god damn it. I hate that.
The only the section that you would press, or not press, but like present on, the rubber gloves prove it. And I'm like, we don't really have anything to disprove the rubber gloves. Like, I hear what you're saying about the parking. Like, take it back and say that. We'll see what happens. This evidence clearly written down.
No, it doesn't.
They are not.
Yeah. It was like a good guess. Anyways, we saved before this shit, so.
Yeah.
I feel like this is. What do we have?
Look at the autopsy report again. Between 4 and 5:30, cause of death, loss of blood. Was called by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab was found. Okay. Nothing there. Go back. Is there a picture of Lana wearing rubber gloves always?
No. This is just a plan.
Then maybe the phone. I feel like the phone is relevant to something.
But that's afterwards.
That's true. Maybe it somehow proves that she didn't premeditate if she did a call afterwards. Horn strap, etc., etc. Yeah. You look like I do during finals. Alright, it's nothing. So is that the game literally telling us it's nothing, or is that the game hinting that it's something?
I mean,
It says usually in Edgeworth's toolbox.
is like that important? Maybe the knife itself proves that it wasn't premeditated?
Yeah, you could try the knife on this statement. Looks good. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. Girl. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Exactly. How could it... Indeed, it is my knife.
What's with his case? Bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there.
The defense is the chief prosecutor for the district, right?
Mommy, are prosecutors bad people?
The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Order! Order! Order!
Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Pah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. This is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned! If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you! Ugh. My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Alright, Angel's deduction. New testimony, baby. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. The phone might contradict, I'm not sure. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Oh, no, you're fucking up, girl. You're fucking up.
Oh, you fucked up.
Oh, you goofed. You goofed in a very obvious way.
Yeah.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
Oh, she's gonna be cross-examined, alright.
She's gonna be cross-examined so freaking hard.
I'm just gonna save anyways.
Yes. Always save.
Yeah.
Always save.
You don't want to go through everything over and over.
Yes, as we've learned from doing it over and over again. Etc. And a grudge, again and again. So autopsy report.
Yes.
Objection!
You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise!
Ew.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Aha! You're right! Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk! He's my hero, really.
Man, poor Phoenix just gets like...
What about my objection? No one noticed?
Well, witness?
You got the crime scene set, right?
Oh, that.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim! That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Wait, but then the markings on the coat could be ketchup?
Yeah, she's gonna say something about ketchup, and then we're gonna be like, well, the coat then.
Yeah.
Then tell us what you saw about... sorry, fuck me. Let me try this again. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify!
Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. So that's the only thing she added.
Yes. I'm just gonna look at the... She's not wearing a red
She's not even
muffler.
wearing a red muffler.
Girl, you're fucking this shit up.
Objection!
Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
God, I hate
With those photographs. But that can't be! Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly careless.
Clueless.
Clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life.
Harsh words. What good?
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevailed. What was my objection? Chopped liver? But it was there! A scarf! No, not that, but something red! Really! Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What?
Uh, Very well, witness, continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot.
Isn't there a fence?
There's a fence, yeah. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Starr, resistance is futile.
Okay. You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Starr. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, rather. Your cross-examination, if you will.
Mr. White.
Mr. White. Apprehending the suspect.
Okay, so what actually, remained of what she said?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what part of it was actually...
She attempted to run behind a partition, say if we could. Attempted to run behind a partition.
Should we just press?
I think, let's go through it. Like look at it first, and then we can go back and press or whatever. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Starr, resistance is futile.
This is it. That's the end.
Yeah. It does feel like pressing would be a decent idea. So...
Okay, I'm just gonna press it.
So where is this partition on the floor plan? Cool. I'm sure she means this wall next to the car. That's right. There was a wall there about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? Okay, so the next section is, I quickly caught her, explained her rights to arrest her. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet from her the whole time. Huh. Maybe I should press her for more details? Press her on this.
Yeah.
I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. The lunch lady's car, lunch land car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here?
That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes?
Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right.
But there was a chain link fence in front of you?
I went over it, of course.
Amazing! The cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete, indeed.
It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did this guy not get away? Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Press. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler.
Just that one word?
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean... Ask her. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately?
The call was made 3 minutes later.
Yeah, we'll see. My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court doesn't see, Miss Starr.
The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall?
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order.
And so she used her cell phone.
Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day.
Right. Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying?
You should, of course, add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. The word muffler was overheard during a call to Emma at 5:18. I saw it all, how she tried to phone on the wall, but... Saw it all. Can't see it if it's behind the partition and she's climbing the fence.
Okay, I'm going to save again. Should I attempt to show the,
Well, okay, can you...
I want to press it?
I'm wondering if you press this new testimony. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court?
I was going to ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one more time, so listen close, rookies.
Yeah.
The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket.
And during the time you climbed over the chain link fence.
Then when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? Yeah. Okay, so this is that. We don't care about this. Go back one. I saw it all.
I'm just going to save.
Yeah.
Because I like to be safe. But actually, if I got injured, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Present that floor plan.
Working on
Objection!
Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye.
Objection!
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it.
Order! Order! What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor.
You're a dumb fuck.
She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies!
Dude.
That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it, the order of
What she saw.
what she saw. Yeah, she didn't see it. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Skye using that emergency phone.
It does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical.
What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox? Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your
Okay,
victory,
but I think that was the wrong thing.
but why would Miss
Yeah.
Star lie like that? Huh? Why would she say my sister had tried to use the phone but failed?
Because she wasn't in B block.
It doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh, dang, she's right. I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone.
I see no room for doubt here.
You ordered the patooey on rice, right?
Yeah,
Mr. Wright.
I did pick the wrong one. It was her location she lied about.
Okay.
One more try. I see in your eyes you haven't learned your lesson. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. Witness lied about.
Where she saw it. But she wasn't in B block.
She tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it.
Pointless to lie. I see.
But, say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place from where Miss Starr witnessed the crime was here.
On this side.
Yeah. I guess just like in A block. She has to be able to see both the phone and the car, so like back here somewhere.
They won't let me select anything.
Do you have to go and like grab her physically from where she is on the map and take her then?
No, it won't let me.
Well then, it says X to present and L to slide.
Oh! I see. Well,
Take that!
If she was here, she could see the emergency phone!
That's true. That solves the mystery.
That would allow her to see the emergency phone, yes. But if she was there, she would have been able to arrest her well before she dialed her cell phone. Oh. You doubt my speed? I can run 150 feet in 9 seconds, you know. Is that really that fast?
ugh.
Not as fast as your witty rejoinders.
Yes, Your Honor. All the testimony we've heard now points in one direction.
Okay.
Well,
Or the security room? No, but she had to see the murder.
she has to see the murderer.
She in a car? She down here, but she wouldn't have been able to see it here.
Well, like, I don't get it. Like, because if you click her closer, then it's gonna be like she can't see the phone. So maybe the security room?
But she can't see the murderer.
Maybe through a camera? Pop her in the security room.
Yeah.
Take that!
And we saved. We might go back a little bit. This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room.
Indeed, the security guard room is... Sorry. Indeed, the security room is in the fuck me. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Indeed. You cheeky boy. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the 2nd floor, so you can see the entire lot. Oh, right.
Hey, she would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned! Today, a man has got the better of Angel Starr! But it doesn't make sense where the angle of the photograph. That's the confusing thing.
Right, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better.
I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all.
How did she get the photograph from that side?
Yeah, it was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. Objection! It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason.
So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Something about the... Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Okay, before we do. Or is it just gonna go ahead?
I can stop pressing A.
Yeah, just stop pressing A for a sec. I want to say, there was something about the rhythm of, I don't remember what sentence it is now, but there was something about the sentence that got tripped up on. But the judge said that was like, tell us what you know. It made me think of some sort of song. I don't know what song, but anyway, I don't know. Anyway, Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference. But what? What would change? I feel like angle of view is the thing because of the photograph.
Yes. Yeah.
Difference in lighting, that's nothing. Distance to
Yeah,
the crime.
because she wanted to be able to be the person who had taken that photograph.
Yeah,
I
so
think
she's
that's
lying about the photograph.
Yeah.
I think go angle of view. Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. That was an odd sentence.
The angle? What do you mean?
Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime.
This is important. Why?
Are you kidding me?
Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright.
That was the wrong one.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Can you save at any point here?
Yes, maybe. Yeah, I can save here.
Yeah, just save here so we can
Okay.
just like... Because we're on one last life, so if we get it wrong, we'd like to just come back to here.
Okay. Starboard describes her station. She lies that she's okay. Distance to the crime.
I guess distance because you have to
I
go
guess
down
distance.
an extra floor.
Lighting would be stupid, so yeah.
If it's lighting, I'm gonna eat my hat. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection!
My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change.
But
what
there's
she
a
could see.
fence, you piece of shit!
Objection!
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness?
You... Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
That's pretty good, actually.
Why wouldn't you bring one of your box lunches?
Yeah, true.
Hey! Boysenberry for the boyfriend!
He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Okay. So...
Are you kidding me? You're gonna say you walked all the way around here?
And then jumped over the fence? That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in B block.
That's quite a detour.
probably took me at least 5 minutes.
Mm.
Okay. Sometimes it feels like this game is like extremely easy because it will like highlight important information, and sometimes it's like
What do I do?
it's like we go too fast. Like we're on like the photograph, but like we haven't gotten the photograph prompt yet.
Yeah.
You know?
For 5 minutes? This changes things considerably.
But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it on my finest plastic spork.
You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention.
Would you like another caviar lunch?
Absolutely!
Oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? Yeah.
Objection!
5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You can make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
You idiot.
But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run, but this time was different. Miss Guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yarg!
Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony.
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close.
I feel like we could use the phone somehow too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned.
Good.
And with that, court is adjourned.
Adjourned!
Work. I need to get some food or something.
Yeah, please. Can you put on some water to boil? I
Yeah.
would like some tea.
I can do that. We'll finish this thing, and then when we move on, I'll get
Yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
What was that?
Girl, get out.
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Ah! Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony.
Oh my god.
Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? Save.
Yeah, no kidding. Decisive
Do we get our
evidence.
lives back?
I don't know. Probably not.
I thought we were gonna save.
I was gonna save after getting the testimony.
Okay. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
It's like her jacket though.
What? There was blood found on that shoe?
Yeah, what about the jacket? Like, try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
Don't they have that?
Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had blood tests performed.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
God.
In any
Polyamory's
case.
fine, but girl, these boyfriends need to figure something out.
Well, it also seems like she's having the boyfriends just for their, like, proximity to, like, her old job. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being.
Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget,
Whose side is she on?
Whose side is anyone on? Edgeworth is also like, being like, I don't want to hear this decisive evidence, like, etc., etc. Anyway. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright?
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
He's looking more than
He
solid.
looks deranged. You could at least study some evidence law, really.
Yeah, no kidding. Come on, Phoenix.
The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence
Well, what's
law.
the second rule?
What's the second rule?
However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged.
Victim's shoe added to the court record.
No, true, but it's trace of blows from good to
But like, so why though? You may cross-examine. Okay, save. And before you cross-examine, let me get this things going.
He needs to pee.
I need tea, I need stoof. Popcorn? What do we have?
Don't take too long.
I just need like a bit of cheese, maybe.
Ew. God. You're nasty.
I need
You're a
something.
little nasty.
It's good. It's good for you.
Yuck. No, it's not.
It is.
Okay, what do I want?
What do you want for snack?
Did you have Starbucks today? Where's the Starbucks cup from?
That's from the other day.
I can't believe you're eating it like that.
I'm hungry.
That's weird. David's eating like a block of cheese.
As one does.
Look at this. Disgusting.
It's my cheese block. Don't hate.
It's not it. It was fine where it was. You can move over. Okay. Ready? Press!
Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results.
The results? I'm gonna take my time, like, I want to eat.
Okay, fine. Are you gonna read?
I need to eat!
Yeah, but read it.
I'm chewing something currently.
But you're taking too long.
I'm taking bites. Oh my gosh, what's happening?
I don't know. I pressed something. Okay, are you gonna read it?
Give me like 1 second to
Need
swallow.
some water.
How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank
means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? This is Edward, sorry. I didn't hear that. Is that for you? Me? Don't make me laugh! We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors! Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence! When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This, when the suspect is admitting she did it? Who's Brenna? Or Brennan? But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. Anatomy of the victim's shoe.
Hold it!
You should take smaller bites. You should enjoy your food.
Okay. I am trying to eat it quickly because I am non-stop talking. So we either wait like 2 minutes for me to eat my cheese and then we continue, or you deal with stop and start.
But we're having a longer stop.
Okay, then let's just fully pause and let me hork down my cheese.
Okay, let's watch him hork down his cheese.
Everyone watch.
I.e. everyone is just Gerald.
I mean, how do you know? Like, I came right from my thing and then sat down immediately and started talking nonstop. So I haven't had any food since this afternoon.
That's true. And he starves easy. At least the beat is great.
Yeah, it is a bop. Okay, almost there. Alright. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor.
I notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
Here, why don't you make this be another voice?
Okay. Fine, you can control it.
It's just A, right? To continue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want tea too?
Yes, please. Yeah, I think we have orange pico still. If you want caffeinated, but
No, I'll have decaf.
cool. Okay. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon, if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. And we're just pressing everything, yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
Alright, 2 types of blood. Here we go. We press. So, you brought it to the forensics department? If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. Did that blood belong to the victim, Detective Goodman? As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. Okay, and the other blood type matches that of the defendant. We are pressing this. You can't say for sure the blood
belong to the defendant without a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Huh. Well, speak up! Well, blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. What's everyone's blood type? Pop it in the chat.
Let us know your info.
Yeah, blood type and
Please
also
don't put that in the
social
chat.
insurance number.
Okay,
We're doing a fun little poll. What's your social insurance?
Please don't do this. Please don't watch this in the future and do this. Oh my god, David.
No, it's totally fine. I have no ulterior motive. Pop it in the chat.
You might not, but somebody else might.
Is that who? Wow, that's big. Is that mine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's for you.
My goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna drown in the tea. Thank you. I mean, blood type. I'll share my blood type.
I don't know my blood type.
You don't know your blood type? My blood type is a nice little mantra. It's B positive.
Kinda cute.
Yeah.
You know what I know about? I think like O negative covers other.
Yeah,
other
O
blood types,
negative
but But O negative only covers O negative. Like, if you have O negative, you can only take O negative.
Yeah.
But other people can. But O negative can cover anybody else's.
Yeah.
Blood, which is crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Bodies.
Blood comes in 4 types, etc., etc. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood.
Give it to me. Thanks.
Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types of all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results.
Wait, what? She doesn't actually know if it's their blood?
But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Skies. Okay, interesting. Hey, so the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. But, like, is she wounded? The shoe proved that it's false type evidence. I don't know. Do we need to press that?
I wanna.
Can't let evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right?
Disgusting.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some, like your client, she's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe?
I do.
A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not imagining things. I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat!
You already used that one.
Could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Say it if you can.
I can't. I missed it.
Show us the problem with the evidence.
This is intense. The inside. No. Do you think it's this? Okay. What's the problem?
So there's blood spatter on top, and she stepped in it. So wait, okay, 2 types of blood, right? So the stepping in the blood is probably the victim's blood, right?
Yeah. Should we do that?
Well, so I think it's the splatter itself, because like I guess just like the blood, but like which blood?
I'm gonna say the bottom of the shoe.
Oh yeah, because it stepped in. So how did he step in?
Take that!
Blood?
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I
wonder if you noticed, there's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it will be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. Makes sense, the victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe?
I just want to check it. Because we never did that.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna take a sip.
Because I should have looked at this evidence instead of just pressing constantly, I suppose. Because Emma looks like she has something to say about that.
Ah! There's blood here, too! On the sole of the shoe, it's got to be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood.
Wait, this is the victim's shoe?
Yeah, it's a victim's
Oh my
shoe.
god! Okay.
So that's the ish.
Yeah.
Oh, this blood. It's horrible. I guess he could have staggered back, but it's weird.
No, I wouldn't have pooled in time.
Yeah. This blood might be an important clue. Okay. And you can look at the splatter too. This blood, it's my sister's, right? Appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. Okay. Oh, right! I forgot about that. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. Okay. So that's that. What's contradictory? Something about the autopsy report? Or the fact that the victim's in a trunk?
There's no blood on the ground.
That's a good point. Okay, well let's just go through everything. That's a good option.
Parking lot, I don't think that shows anything.
No, I don't think so either. Cell phone, definitely not. Victim's memo, no. I want to look at this, just open it up to see it. Okay, this doesn't necessarily tell us anything about whether he staggered around or whatever. And then there's the knife with the single stab wound, which doesn't do anything. And
Yeah, I'm gonna show the picture.
I think you're right about that.
Take that!
Take that! The problem lies in the footprint. Sorry, I'm doing a weird voice there. The footprint! There we go. Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
Objection!
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
Were they recorded?
Objection, I've been to that fucking crime scene. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, 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 order! Well, witness? What? Huh?
I hope she gets charged for all these lies.
All the perjury. Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony.
I'm just gonna save.
Yeah. Good idea. What are you talking about? Think back to what you told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr! I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh, that! I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water!
Washed away the footprint.
Water? What does that mean?
It's an oil drum, you idiots.
Yeah. Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
Whoa!
That ties things up quite nicely. Bloodstains left from the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do?
I'm gonna save again.
I can save? That's about it. Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But...
Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor? Very well.
But Angel Starr is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Hold it! Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that? I, Angel Starr, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else.
Objection!
Oh my goodness. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of
Okay.
court.
So I've been really thinking about people that really believe in the law, and I'm like, but like, prosecutors, like, it doesn't become about actually getting justice to be served. It's about like getting your side to win at all costs, I feel, you know? And I'm like, sometimes, but
Yeah.
like in games like this, I'm like, how on earth do you think you're doing the right thing right now? If you're willing to just like quick and dirty get it done, you know, and not actually look at everything. It's just gross to me. And also like makes me think like the law is already just like man-made and isn't like perfect, you know, and when people like hold on to it and just like ugh. And people forget that like laws were meant to serve man and man wasn't meant to serve laws.
Also, just interesting the idea of like an adversarial justice system, you know, like the fact that there is like for and against, and it becomes like a debate. Like one could argue that like, is there another version of the system that is like where all parties involved are neutral and unbiased? You know, no one's trying to like win to something.
Yeah. But then I guess you wouldn't work as hard.
But then it's also like the right to a good defense. You know, it's like you have to be defended by someone who's passionate.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah. It's tricky. Ugh. Just gross.
And it's also the thing about the prosecution is like in this game it's like
you know, they don't have to necessarily prove beyond a reasonable doubt.
Well, I think what's grosser about this is that, like, sure, somebody died and there's victims that are affected by it, but I just feel like it just feels like he's doing it for the law and not actually for a victim, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Your threats don't scare the cough up queen. I still like do not know why she's called the cough
Yeah,
up
I'm like,
queen.
girl, come up with a better name.
Look at this. Another photograph. A photograph.
Girl is sightseeing.
No, because she's like click click click. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait, look at the asphalt in this
Is
photo.
it dry?
Hey, it's clearly wet.
Oh, okay, it's opposite of dry.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia.
Okay, dot dot dot.
Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Nope. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence.
I'm gonna say it.
Everyone, it's time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Your Honor, wait.
So dramatic.
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore?
No, because you suck.
Whatever it is, can't it wait?
Can it wait?
Can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this. Look at this. Sorry. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake.
Yes.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph.
Look at this photograph.
Well, okay, so first of all, there's a rag in the muffler.
Oh, the muffler.
Is that an ish? I mean, it's weird. I just don't know.
Yeah.
The knife is stuck in him, which makes sense because the other photograph shows her not having it.
Having it, yes. So it's just, yeah, like I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it weird that his arm is out here?
Is that? I guess that's his long coat.
Yeah, long coat, that makes sense. Yes.
It's very weird that there's a rag
I
in
mean,
the train.
Why is his shoe off? Is it weird that...
Yeah. Or, well, he's like, also the fact that he's lying in the trunk. I don't know. It's hard to know exactly like what they want us to claim.
I know. What was the last thing that was said?
The last thing that was said was I had this in case there was any doubt as to whether it was the victim's shoe. So maybe it is the fact that it's off.
I'm just gonna present his foot.
Present his foot.
Take that!
Present feet pill. Well, it's probably here. Oh
Nope.
dear. As your elder, Mr. Wright, let me give you a piece of
Yeah, I'm
advice.
gonna load, because we're gonna die.
Yeah. The last piece of evidence. Okay, well, let's have it to declare verdict. And we
Objection!
We're gonna save again, so
Yeah.
we don't have to go through this again.
Yeah, what is it, etc., etc. Can't you hub any photos? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can. That'll be too late.
I'm gonna save here
Look at this photograph. Last one submitted. Save.
because I don't know what the exact last question is.
Yeah.
Or last.
This trial isn't over until we give each other the proper consideration. So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem? Yes, there's a problem. I gotta go ahead with it. You can save here as well, maybe.
Yeah, let's just do that. Save. I'm sure we're gonna get it wrong again.
Very well. What's the? What is it? Okay. Okay.
I mean, this
Click on the
is
muffler.
weird.
It's weird. Let's see if they go for it. Problem is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. Budget, break-in muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler?
Another muffler. Just kidding.
So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does it have to do with this case? Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Objection!
Objection.
Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy.
Nope.
In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. Pardon me? Well, what? What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case. Because the thing that says, there's a piece of evidence that says the muffler testimony. It's the cell phone.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Take that!
Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Uh-huh. Muffler! Ugh! Yarg! Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of evidence, this piece of cloth is vital evidence. No! Warg! I like how every exclamation is actually written in a different way. It's like never the same thing. Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend?
Yeah, bitch.
I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth.
Me too.
If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Read.
Bummer time.
I suppose so. Whew! That was close. But we made it. At least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? Says the judge, but I think it's meant to be Phoenix. To be continued.
That's it, we're done.
We're done.
Just kidding, no, we're not.
We've got miles to go.
45 minutes.
Miles to go before we sleep. February 23rd, 11:56. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Mr. Wright,
Huh? What?
are trials always like this with you?
Yep.
Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface? But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there?
Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Huh.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell you the truth.
Oh, partner.
Oh, God.
This fucker.
They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a young'un, at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home range locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory.
Not hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
Drinks. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon, Edgeworth seen it too, I reckon.
What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
Ugh, I have a bad feeling about this. So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Woo-wee!
February 23rd, 1232. District Court. Courtroom number 9. We're back in court already? Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I'd like to resume.
What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets. You could be brown, you could be blue, you could be violet sky. That furrowed brow, those... You like that one? You like that one?
Yes.
I try to be like Grace Kelly. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. I also get the sense that Mr. Edgeworth is actually trying to do things like really by the book because of all these like rumors of his corruption going around, which is why he's like giving his own witness a hard time. Like he's still trying to win, but like he's trying to, I don't know, that's just my headcanon, maybe that's not gonna come up, but that's great.
Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
Excuse me, knock knock.
Who's there?
Oh,
Is that his voice?
nope, where's somebody else? What's with this guy? Strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Maybe it is that his voice. Stuffy, eh? Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
He's smoking.
He's hot! Who on earth is he?
He's the sun. Just kidding.
No, it's you.
Staring with his creepy eyes.
Literally, nothing's happening. Okay.
Oh, oh. I think I will give him this voice. Sorry I'm late. Gee, the rows were packed. It's just me. A long time no see. Hey, Aji. How you been? Swim much these days?
Hello. No, I've been so busy.
His name is Judge Aji. That's his name.
So judgy.
Busy, smizzy, Aji, my boy. You have to make time to relax.
Yes, indeed.
Aji seems to be his nickname for the judge.
No, this is his real name.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid.
I'm very afraid.
Sorry, but who are you? Aha! So you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? I'm so sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh?
Edgeworth.
You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! Little Worthy?
Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police?
Chief of police?
He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
That's
Just gonna
me.
look at you.
Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think, it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. A sheath. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now, wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says, person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there? Miles Edgeworth?
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
Ha.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure. I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and...
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point it at people anymore. We're at an impasse.
That's how she accidentally cut her own hand.
Oh. Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Oh, it's doing it automatically. I was like, why is it going so slow?
Click, click, click.
Come on.
Wow! Don't scare me like that!
I'm the one who's scared.
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? not sure about that. It doesn't look like the blood we've seen before, at least. Found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police, and this knife?
Sure thing. Not a problem, not even a little one. Really.
Save. You haven't saved it, I don't think.
After the witness testimony.
Okay. So what if the laptop, well, not laptop, the switch dies suddenly?
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there is evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman.
Yes.
That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department scene. What a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case here, this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
There was a murder at the police department, a detective? What are you talking about?
That's hush-hush information, Udgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Objection!
Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order!
Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone,
You just
okay?
told the whole, like, court.
I really like his, like, peachy
Demeanor.
suit.
He's all peachy.
I can't say I like his demeanor, I'm doing his demeanor. So I'll leave that to the audience and yourself to decide.
I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine this witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Department in disorder.
Oh, it's still the same day.
Yeah. Because we just had a little recess to look at the thing. The knife is special, but I can't say how here.
Should I just press him?
I think you just go right to linking the knife to the guy. The memo. Well, let's look at the knife first. But... Right? 'Cause this says 2... What does it say? SL9 2. And then... Yeah, it says SL9. It's the same. It's the thing. It's upside down.
Yeah.
Objection!
Wait a second.
Ah, at last, an honest-to-goodness objection.
This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
An honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great.
Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
And this is important. Why?
Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What's this? 6 minus 7s, 12 out of 2.
No, you frickin' fool.
Your Honor, it's upside down.
Upside?
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get?
Turn it around and what do you get? 2 and 21 is something.
Aha!
Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief?
Yeah. Huh, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto.
I win? What game is this guy playing?
This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
We're gonna press him on that.
Yeah. So this knife was stolen.
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon?
Nice, nice, nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens.
This says kind of deranged.
It was evidence from a case long since solved.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car?
Hard to think there isn't a connection here, there, anywhere.
That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. So we haven't pressed him on anything yet. Time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh?
It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
So should we just start pressing? Starting from after...
So I already pressed this, right?
Yeah, you just pressed it.
Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So something did happen, and why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask?
What?
No matter, I understand you were busy, what with Lana's case and all.
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? He was killed. Let's press on this. I mean, the judge told us to stick to our case, but, I mean,
He's saying.
I don't see what we have over the press, On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department?
That's a fact! Surprising, isn't it, Udgy?
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact.
Just arrested? That was quick.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto?
I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case.
Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only.
Oh. Well, okay, hold on. Some of the stuff we already know. The victim died at the same time, at 5:15. How the victim was killed, where the victim was found. We know it was in the police department. We know it died at 5:15, so we need how, I guess.
I'm just gonna save. This time it's letting me save.
Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the force call a stabbing with a knife.
And the knife? That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman.
That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same.
What do you mean?
There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death.
It seems like I'm gonna have to press this a bit harder. 5:15? But that's when Detective Gooden was killed in the prosecutor's office.
What?
Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances?
Coincidence?
This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say here's a 0.001% chance of that happening.
Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident.
It's not officially linked. Let's press. How can you say there's no connection?
How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, Righto. You understand.
Try to understand, right?
Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together?
Whatever it is, I better finally get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, 1 in the prosecutor's office, and 1 in the police department. That can't be a coincidence.
And that knife. What was it doing there?
I better check this knife out. The knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
I feel like we already did that part. That's like,
Well, we presented the memo, and he accepted the memo. Small tag. It says SO92. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure, but it reminds me of a cylinder code. DL6. Maybe it's a case number?
That's weird.
What?
I don't remember where, but I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written on this tag. It wasn't that long ago either.
Maybe we should check the court record again.
so that was just to help us
Yeah.
find that. That doesn't look like
We can't look at the blood, right? The blood's long, dry. Okay. So, it's asking us to like present something that links them now? But they were already linked because they happened at the same time with the same weapon.
No, the same type of weapon.
Yeah.
It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Right, this is the beginning of it. Okay, so this is what we have to contradict. So let's look at what we got to contradict. Muffler, parking lot, Angel Starr.
I mean,
Should I probably present this?
Yeah, I guess. Your Honor, that statement. No. We fucked it up.
I don't want to lose any health. It's 10.
That's fair.
Okay. What else do we want to try? The shoe. No, it doesn't make sense.
I mean, the memo. We presented the memo to
but like,
to understand the
but
knife.
also like, this was just stolen from the department. It's not actually, as far as we know, linked to the other murder.
Yeah, can you go back one sentence from here? Because I just want to like the time of the crime. Yeah. Okay.
Coincidence, eh?
Bad day. Evidence in a case. Okay, we already presented the memo, so it's like whatever. But like, doesn't you're right. The thieving doesn't connect the two murders. It connects Detective Goodman to thieving this knife.
Yeah.
Potentially. So is it just the timing of it, like the autopsy report? Like we just go, like how, like we just like show the autopsy report at the end and be like, how?
Oh wait, wrong time. Yeah. I thought it was the last sentence. But yes. I want to do that. I want to try that. Yes. Here I will present it. Or I'll try.
Objection!
False.
No.
I also will say that we got the prompt for finding the link on the previous sentence. Like when we pressed this previous sentence, it was like... I feel like that's when we got the prompt. Unless I'm wrong.
Prompt for what? Sorry?
Like when we pressed, it said like, oh, like at the end of the whole little dialogue thing that happened, Wright said something along the lines of like, I need to find a way to link the two cases, or he said like, well, if you can link them, that would be interesting. So it could be that we have to, it could be the second sentence from the end.
So, right, we linked the knife to
Detective
Goodman, but now I wonder if there's a way to link it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we don't present evidence for this statement, we present it somewhere else. Because there's like, it's not like we can, like, you know, time of the crime. Okay, but it's a coincidence. But why does it,
Tricky.
why did the court record get updated to say that, like, this is, like, important? I don't know, like... It feels like we did it, but... And we presented the knife on the link, and they said no. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. There was evidence to say it was in fact a murder weapon. Nice, it was a murder weapon. Along on solid. So it was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edward's car.
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
I feel like they're guiding us towards this knife. So, what if... present the photograph of the muffler?
No, because they know where it got. That doesn't make sense. It's so hard. I don't know what to do.
Well, why don't you try my thing just so we can roll it out?
Okay, what do you want to try?
So, go options, and I want to try the photograph of the muffler.
Here?
Yeah. We don't have it. That's not the photograph I was thinking of. I thought we had the photograph of his foot. The foot photograph. But it's not in the court record.
Oh yeah, we don't have it anymore.
So that's what I wanted to present here.
We have this. We have the victim's shoe.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe it's the shoe. But
I also think that, yeah, we should maybe go... We did the autopsy report on the time. What about the parking stub on the time?
I also wonder, does this connect things?
At the police department! No. Yeah, at the police department!
Where does it say that?
At the PD.
Oh, okay.
So that connects to someone had been killed at the police department. But they were having the prosecutor at the time. But not here. At the section.
Yeah, maybe not here. But I don't know what how that connects it exactly.
Well, it's at least a contradiction. Yeah.
But
Oh, but it also happened after the ceremony.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright, I'm gonna press things again.
Okay. I'm not gonna read them though, because... Yeah, so I already said this. You're busy on this case. What happened? What happened? Gives us nothing. Mm-hmm.
Just trying. Oh, so I can't present things well.
Yeah. Says they have a. He said they have a suspect. There was a suspect. We arrested him. Data. Here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing.
Okay, well, yes, this one.
Okay, we can
When
try
the
something
victim
else.
died.
I feel like it's gonna kill us though.
No, it won't.
Okay.
Because it's letting me save here.
Okay. Well, what about where the victim was found then? So tell me, where was the victim found? I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room of the police at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second! I've heard of that! The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This type of evidence was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
There it is.
There's the connection between the two cases! You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case! With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details.
So now I present the knife.
Right.
Objection!
He might repeat that now in his testimony.
Can you present the memo again?
That's why.
Because it is on Goodman, and we're talking about the knife, and it's like they're the same thing.
No. Okay, I will try what you want me to try. I don't think it'll work though. But where do you want me to present it?
Okay, scroll back. Scroll back. Scroll back. Scroll back. You didn't present, did you present it here already?
Yes, I presented the knife.
Did you present the memo here?
No.
Present the memo here.
I haven't presented anything.
And then we'll try it near the end, I guess. Okay.
Tricky, tricky, tricky.
Wait, just go back one. It's one of these two. No, it's not. Okay. Go to the final one and present the memo.
I don't think the memo is what we're supposed to use right now.
Objection!
Because like that wasn't in the evidence room. The knife was the evidence room. Yeah. We've already connected that the knife is connected to this place because of the memo. But now we need to connect. Yeah. Let's see.
I just wanna... Yeah. You don't have to use the knife.
Objection!
What the
It has
F?
to be like a contradiction.
Hold it!
Wait, I'm just gonna try this instead. Yeah, that's what. Okay.
The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
There we go.
Heh, you don't say. Well, out with it, Wright. What's your connection?
Sometimes you just have to press things in the
Yeah.
right order.
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. And after this, we should save him. Well, we've got 10 minutes, actually.
Yeah,
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. Yes, that's why we were trying to present it. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. And yet I said that I didn't see anything contradictory when you pressed me 1,000,000 times.
You two make a good pair. Cute. Took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all.
Can we get the information unofficially?
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
What? Really?
Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay?
So I guess just press him on this so he keeps talking.
If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Victim's ID number.
How about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189.
I just want to know.
Yup.
Well, that's quite long.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
82, I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right.
Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
Yes, it does. The ID number of the victim at the police department, 584209. This tells me something.
This tells me nothing.
Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? This.
Take that!
Witness!
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
No, it's just... I got confused.
And this is news.
Huh?
Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do.
Show me how good you are at
The
this.
police department, the prosecutor's office, 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto! Personal IDs are top secret! Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842-189.
And this means what, exactly?
Huh?
Wait! That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with H2. Never I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right! Again! The number the chief of police gave us was 5842-189.
Objection!
Wait a second, Wright.
What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh! Sharp as a tack, Righto! Sharp as a tack!
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim! He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room, at the exact same time. That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? In a completely different location?
No, he was killed there and put in the trunk of the car and transported there. Stealthily, Edward didn't know.
Edward accidentally transported him.
What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this?
Because it was in your car.
Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Now, just wait a minute, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Second.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error, Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
I don't know if I like this guy anymore.
What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the
I
news.
think this guy killed him.
I think so too. Because... I don't know. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright! Where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Officer Meekins, sir, reporting for duty! Excuse me, but it's Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
You don't mean him.
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Ugh! Why did your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then
Yes? No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say, unworthy.
What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Well, it's, Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
We're getting close to 9, but we can probably finish.
Go over.
We can get. I'm just saying, we should get to a place where it's like a good end.
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in the court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Righto over there. Good job, Righto, my boy.
What did you say?
You said there and he said here.
Just doing my job. No. No!
It seems we have come to the end of this trial.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with All those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do.
You'd better get results this time. Really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day, as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Perfect! What
Yeah,
great
look at
timing.
that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
Saving. Do.
It
Yes, I
said
would love
saving
to
and then
save.
it's like save.
I would love to save and be saved, please.
Please save me.
Alrighty, let's go back to our webcam.
Webcam.
So I'm gonna try to do this thing again where I raid. If you're still watching, Gerald, it just means basically you're gonna be. I think how it should work is I'll type something in the chat, and you should see something on your end that pops you into another chat, and it's like a way of like supporting our streamer community. So we're gonna try to do that right now. Let me grab my phone because I need to look up if there's anybody streaming right now. If this takes too long, I won't do it, but if I can do it quickly, I can do it.
If I can find my phone.
That's clever boy was had today. And also let us know if you're enjoying Phoenix Wright thus far, and if you would like different things in between Phoenix Wright episodes. That's easy to do. We can do like one-offs and stuff as well. But let us see here. Is there anyone streaming? So,
Stream.
are you streaming? Let me look. Let me look if this person's streaming or not. If they're not, then I don't really know who would be. No. Okay, I don't know who's streaming right now. I don't have a big enough community to even know that information. So, I'm not going to do it. So this was a waste of time. But thank you very much for joining us. And join us next time. Probably being another Monday. Tell your friends to join our Instagram so they can stay
Woohoo.
updated. And bye.